Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new and special edition of the Moisky Live stream chat thing. I am Trubs LP, and joining me from the almost newly independent Britain is Omegon. Say hello, Omegon.
We're gonna die, everyone. We're fucked.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
fucked.
Yes, cheers. I have some wine for you. I figured the wine would be celebratory this time.
I have some fig honey cinnamon rum.
Very good, very good. Very, very British choice.
Yeah, fucking. Everyone stockpile your medicine because there'll be none of that. And
Yep, apparently not. Oh shit, I see the countdown on the stream. That's cool.
Yeah, I found it's a YouTube video. I couldn't actually get the proper one that's on Downing Street because every time I went to BBC, because they're the only ones that had it, they kept cutting away to them talking, and I don't want them claiming me. So I'm like,
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck you. Merry Brexit, yes. I should now say, for those who are in my chat, fairies, according to Dankula, the Tories after you, so run.
Wait, who?
And it's in,
Who's doing that?
it's a joke on a Dankula video about Brexit.
Oh, I missed it earlier today.
I caught it just on my way back from Stratford earlier, and it was very funny, very very funny.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we have been waiting for this for a long time. Super gonorrhea, yeah, that was it as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And no one wants Kung Flu. So what we're going to do though?
But Lyme disease can save you. Corona with Lyme disease.
Right. I personally
I should have gotten fucking Corona. Damn it.
I would have now I say that I probably should have gotten some of that too. I wouldn't mind to get. I think, and I said this to my brother-in-law, that maybe they should take some of those names for other types of drink that are disease related, like the Ebola
Bud
elixir.
Mm.
And or the I don't know, the plague something. So we give him a P.
Well, I think there's a Black Death or a Black Plague related booze, isn't it? It's probably an IPA.
Probably is. Winnie the Flu.
You alcoholics in the chat, let me know if you know of any Black Plague related booze.
Meg so posh, his council estate has valet. Firstly, I don't live on no council estate. I live in an owned home, and we have a chauffeur.
Yes, rather.
We send him out to get our caviar.
Aww.
I should say, yes, the countdown's going to stay on the screen, but we're not going to talk about that for a little bit because it seems only right to get to it nearer to the time.
Right, of course.
That's where Chups is hosting.
Yes, totally. That's why I'm hosting, and not because it happens every other week. No. Okay. So, yeah. So, all right. We're gonna talk about impeachment first, though.
Yeah. All right.
Because it appears like nothing's gonna happen.
Okay. So I've seen a number of articles today, and the one that caught my attention the most was the one where everyone was railing on Mitch McConnell for not being as apparently visible and yet getting so much done behind the scenes, in the sense of convincing people to not, like, for example, push for witnesses. Do you think he should be taking the credit for that?
Hold on. Say that one more time so I can firmly understand what stupidity these articles are uttering.
Okay, hang on. I will actually. Do I still have the link for it? It was a reference to the fact that Mitch McConnell hasn't been as. I'm just going to link an article to you because it'd be a lot easier.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it indicating that he was in the background doing things and using his friends. Guess where it comes from, though? It's in the political recap sources.
Oh, is it CNN, MSNBC? Oh, it was CNN. I knew it. I'm so good.
It really was.
How Mitch McConnell pulled off a near impossible impeachment feat.
Yeah, because he wasn't visible. He was barely there. He only ever spoke when he was calling for break time.
Because that's what you do. Judge Roberts presided.
Yeah.
Trump, stop humping my leg. I will do what I wish.
Saki, he's only enjoying himself, okay? Oh, and to Kato Fiad, congratulations, you could have extended this to July 4th so we shared Independence Days, but whatever. If Theresa May was still in charge, we could have. We could
Actually,
have.
that almost happened at one point.
And I think that would have actually, genuinely, if that happened, I think there could be that could have been actually even better.
Oh, dude, I would have loved that. And like our
Oh,
navies could have gotten together in the Atlantic and shot off fireworks, and that could have been like a thing that was on TV.
I
That'd be
wonder,
cool.
could they shoot off enough that it could be seen from space?
I'm sure they could shoot off something that could be seen from space. It
I
might
don't.
be a tactical nuke, but you know.
We're just gonna send it up there so we can like put a little display on for everyone. You just can't go near it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that'd be amazing, actually.
Oh man. But okay, so impeachment stuff. Yeah, okay, Mitch McConnell, he didn't talk a lot and he was doing things in the background. Almost like the Senate has different rules than the House. And I was listening to MSNBC radio earlier today. I know. I did the Lord's work. And and one of the hosts even said, "I haven't even read the Senate rules." And I was like, "Oh no shit, bitch. Like no wonder you have no idea what's going on." Like, no wonder your takes are as bad as oh god, what was that? Matt Jarbo?
Oh God, I try not to pay attention to him when he goes political. It's just too misinformed. And no offense to you, Matt Job, if you're listening, but I'm better than you.
Matt Jarbo, what do you even do anymore? Um,
He's an Uber driver apparently.
Sick. But no, that's.
Yeah,
I mean,
I should say, okay, for the sake of it, I don't. That sounds really rude on my part. He does fantastic movie reviews. He really does, and he's very passionate about it. Stick to that, mate. $3 Theatre is definitely good for you.
mm-hmm. like for example, for impeachment, like right now, what's happening literally right now?
Kato Fiad, thank you again for the donation. Could they shoot off enough so it could be seen from Brussels? I'm pretty sure if they wanted, they could shoot something that could level Brussels.
Oh, without a doubt.
Just putting it out there.
I have C-SPAN open right now, and because I was watching this before, it's basically like our public broadcasting.
Yes, I actually watch your
and right now they're taking a tally on the votes to hear witnesses.
Oh God!
And that's basically been all the deliberation that the Senate trial has heard.
If
they has basically gone up and just fobbed off for a while.
If they vote against witnesses, what happens?
So, according to House rules, then it would be up to Mitch McConnell to then set forth the rules for the continuation of the Senate trial. He could vote to move straight into a vote on removal, or he could leave the Senate floor open for people to voice their opinions publicly, and resume on Monday.
Okay.
Because and basically what he would do is he would leave it open for 3 days, and he would leave. People who wanted to would leave, and if you wanted to stay and bitch, you could stay and bitch.
So part of me has this concern that, and I don't know, I don't know enough to be able to be sure, but this just now reminds me of something long ago that I can just imagine someone trying to filibuster, but I don't know why they would want to. Do you think that could happen?
No, probably not.
Sounds like effort, right?
It sounds like effort, and also you'd have to do it for 3 days.
Yeah, no one's doing that.
And plus, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
So, do you think? Well, hang on, wait. Before you tell me what that is, what do you think Mitch McConnell will do?
What do I think? I think he's probably going to leave it open for people to voice publicly, and he's going to peace out.
Yeah. What's that thing you just mentioned about Sunday?
Oh, Super Bowl. So American football has...
the Super Bowl's on Sunday, is it? Jeez,
yeah.
I forgot about that. I need to watch it.
Do you really? Do you like American football?
Mate, I used to play at uni.
Sick. Cool.
I was a wide receiver for 3 years.
Damn, good job. See, I played safety when I played football.
I was probably better suited to defense, but I was very quick. So it was like,
I wasn't.
Yes, we'll stick you.
I just had zero regard for my own safety, so ironically.
I I didn't mind taking bumps though. So like my first year, I was a linebacker. Okay, I'll do that. And then someone turned my helmet around with me still inside it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over there and run.
Good job.
I don't want to be touched anymore like that. I felt
Fair.
violated. But yeah, I do love American football. Every year, my housemates and I would get together and we'd watch the game. We'd watch a few games actually. We even tried to go to Wembley when the Giants played the Dolphins.
Oh, cool.
We tried, but they sold out within like
Yeah,
10 minutes.
I believe that.
It was, yeah, we cried.
Yeah. So right now they're still tallying votes. They have to go through probably about 40 more senators. And so a lot of the arguments right now have been, okay, well, what kind of trial have you ever heard of that doesn't have witnesses? Well, an impeachment trial, technically.
Did the previous trials ever have witnesses?
Oh yes, they did.
Okay.
They did, but they voted to have those.
Right.
But here's the part that I thought was really funny that somebody had brought up that I thought was kind of ironic. Schiff came to the Senate and said, "We have already proved our case."
Have you?
Ooh, and the nays have it with 51 to 49.
I should say there were a number of senators I had heard about. One Democrat, I believe, who had herself said there was not enough evidence to prove anything. You had a statement that was not impeachable. But I don't know her name. I can't remember. Blonde lady, perhaps? Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I'd remembered the name. Speedy Boy. I was quite fast.
All right. So the official ruling is a no to new witnesses, and now it will stand in recess until the call of the chair.
And that would be then when Mitch decides what happens next?
Yep.
How long do you think it'll be until we know?
Not a clue.
That's interesting, because now he's in a really powerful position.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. I want to see Pelosi's Twitter. I want to see if anyone says anything.
Pelosi was like, even if they acquit him, we can still file more articles of impeachment. I'm like, see, now that's where people believe that you're full of shit, right there.
I've just put Pelosi into Google. The first thing that comes up is Pelosi says Trump cannot be acquitted and even suggests that the defense team should be disbarred.
Yeah. She got so pissed.
Oh, she is not she's not a happy lady? I can't be sure. Yes.
Cato.
Oh, yes. I don't think Clinton's Senate trial had witnesses, only pre-recorded video depositions. Is that true?
That may be true. It was before my time. Well, I was like 4.
I remember it, but I was English and also not interested in politics. Thank you again, though, for a very generous donation. I really appreciate it.
And I also appreciate you helping solve that problem. So what's interesting is basically I thought it was very odd that Schiff would stand up and say, "We've proven our case, and the defense hasn't offered up a single shred of defense." Well, that's because your case was garbage, and no one actually has to defend anything because it was so damn garbage.
I believe someone in the chat has a question for you. Well, I've
If Dems do that, they'll never get elected. Smash like for freedom.
No, below me.
Oh, isn't that the point of this trial anyway, is to render judgment on evidence gathered on the articles given? Yes, that's exactly the cause. The whole point of the House is it's supposed to gather evidence to present to the Senate, and the Senate is supposed to hear from both sides, argue about the merit of those evidence, about that evidence presented, and then go, yeah. But if they feel as if they need to have more witnesses, that's where that motion came through, where they said, hey, do we want to have more witnesses? And everyone was like, well, no, that's not what we do here.
I tend to agree with Cyrene here. I don't think they thought it out. And FabFit Geeky, where's your freedom? It's in the Samage Mines. You may have to go down there and get it. Pick up your pickaxe on the way through there.
Yes.
I tend to not think that this has been thought out. It's all on one very. I think I said from the start. It's on one. It's one sort of like very odd assumption.
One-dimensional thought.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Do I hear him yell?
Well, you know what's even funnier? During the trial within the last week, his approval numbers have gone up.
Have they?
They've gone up higher than they were when he was elected.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Basically, they pissed off people enough doing this.
Right.
They put it on a public show. They played it on every news station so that we had to go, you know what, guys? Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And now people like, okay, so I trolled Sofian a little bit, but he didn't read me back.
He doesn't. He's muted everyone that disagrees with him. And I'm not joking. My dear friend Red Robot, who made the outro to the videos on this channel, it's actually the very first outro I ever had on my videos back on the main channel when I started.
Is that the big woo sound?
Uh,
The submarine?
no. That's the one that Undoomed maybe the intro.
Oh.
No, that's something else. But the one that
Sean, no, the Brits would not go for some Crown. That's Canadian garbage. No, I like Crown, but that's Canadian shit.
True. Red Robot, he and Sophie used to go back and forth a lot, and on Twitter. And then Fame one day said on Twitter, "I'm just muting everyone because I'm sick of my mentions." And I look at his Twitter; he's encouraging it. I saw you. Actually, was it you earlier on Twitter? With I saw.
I did it once. I did once.
He didn't reply.
Basically, he said we needed an adult, and I said I think we're doing perfectly fine. Happy face.
Yeah, I saw that. Yesterday, he tweeted a cartoon of Trump and Melania during an art post coitus, and it was obviously it was hilarious. It's a stupid, cringy comic, and he's not amused.
I know, but some of these people who are not amused are the best kind of people to fuck with.
I just have a giggle at it. It's just a stupid comic. Grow up.
And not only that, but like this whole impeachment thing. Look, if you really think he's that bad of a guy, and you think you're on the right side, look, man, you got 8 months. And I say 8 months because by September you really should fucking know who you're voting for. And people will probably make up their minds by then.
Probably, to be honest, probably.
But like technically you've got 10 months before the the whole thing. And we vote again.
Okay.
Cool.
So
in every case, hold on. Load
okay.
In every case where there were witnesses called by the Senate, they had already been deposed and interviewed by the House. Clinton had 3, all on the record. Okay, so I was right the first time. Sick. But wait, hold on. You said deposed and interviewed by the House, all on record. Is that a witness? Was that calling the witness? Explain. Because, I couldn't care less, honestly, about the Clinton impeachment because that's not what's going on right now.
Well, people are going to call on history, though, aren't they? Because they're going to.
Well, sure, and they have a lot. They've called through the entire U.S. history at this point. Regarding this impeachment, they've gone back to the founding fathers, their intentions, all the way to the Clinton impeachment, and John Bolton's new book. Oh my God, his new book.
He has
former secretary. Oh, well, okay. So John Bolton was a former advisor to the president. I believe he was our Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense. He was a secretary. He was in the executive branch, and he was a war hawk. And allegedly, he knows what Trump said to the president of Ukraine. He was there, right? So he wrote it all in a book, and he's selling the book. And I go, oh, look at that! Look at that! instead of caring so much about the truth and getting it out, you fucking monetized it like a dickhead, and you want to extort the public for it. You're such a good dude. Look at you, in it for the truth and honor and ethics. You totally don't want to make fucking money.
What's that?
What a dickhead. I get so pissed when I see like somebody's like, I have groundbreaking evidence. It's in my $20 book you can buy at Barnes & Noble.
If you have legitimate evidence, it should surely be presented to an authority.
Yeah, no shit. And almost like if anyone had the authority to then release that evidence, it would have already been released.
And to
kind of like Schiff.
That's the point. Schiff. Oh my God. Oh, he's something. To Wolf here signing. We will when it gets a little closer.
Yes, yes. I understand, and honestly, like don't get me wrong. There's not a whole lot because Trump's gonna get away from the impeachment, and it's gonna be fine. And he already has great fucking numbers, and the biggest Joe Biden isn't even in the race anymore, basically.
Is
And
he not? Because I saw
Iowa
an
caucus is
article.
on Monday.
I saw an article yesterday saying that he was like still the front runner, and he's the one that will unite the party and defeat the
Biden or Bernie?
Biden.
No, Bernie. Bernie is leading polls. The Iowa caucus is on Monday, and most people are guessing that Bernie Sanders is going to take Iowa.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets stabbed again.
Mm-hmm.
If he does, he shouldn't run again. By the way.
But I want to segue, as we do have 8 minutes left. Um, when do you think we're going to have a free travel agreement with the UK?
I'm hoping really quickly because that's something it would make so much sense. I do know for a fact, Sajid Javid has met with one of your trade ambassadors or trade envoys or whatever. He's our Home Secretary. Is a team that's already been put together for us to trade with you. There are a couple of issues. The Huawei 5G network thing is an issue. The States, obviously, you guys are not fond of it. I'm not huge on Huawei having any interaction with our system, to be honest. But I'll be honest, our system is antiquated and we kind of need something there. And Verizon are a bit expensive.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the reason we don't like Huawei is,
China.
well, yeah.
I personally don't want to be dealing with China at all. I don't like China in the slight. No offense to anyone who is Chinese and very proud of that, but I really, there's something that gets under my skin, and it comes down to your little kung flu, and then I circle it back to because it always comes into my head, and then I end up getting recommended articles on it, and it's the animal abuse, and it actually makes me angry. I really can't, and it's very hard for me to be impartial, which I try to be most of the time, when I get so angry about something I'm so passionate about, and so I can't. But I know at the same time they're making incredible advances, and we should not seek to ignore that. We should, of course, be careful in how we proceed. And as far as the travel goes, I would be 100% in favour of that. But I know at the same time that would go against our intentions for an immigration policy that is points-based. But I do think something can be agreed upon. I also would like...
Well, no, not immigration, tourism.
That's a fair point, actually. You did make that quite clear at the start, and I just misunderstood a little.
That's okay.
I do think it would make things so much easier for us. And I think, once our country is fully sunk into the Atlantic, as Irate Alex has kindly pointed out, and yes, indeed, goodbye to BLTs, mostly the B, I think
That's because you have Muslims.
Shh. They're not real. Just like God. So I think it would be very... it would make things a lot simpler. And I think... Like, another thing I'm playing with Velcro. I really should stop doing that. Pissed a lot of people off in the last stream.
Oh, jeez. Do you need a fidget spinner?
I really do. Donate to my Streamlabs, everyone. I'll buy a fidget spinner.
Please.
Or a Beyblade. When the another thing I'd like to see change would be importation related. We can't get some of your alcohols here, and I really want them because you do have some good.
Fair.
You have some.
I want your guys' chocolate.
Yeah, you're missing out, man.
Yeah. Well.
And I've sent chocolate over there, by the way, from the UK. I sent an entire box full of Mars bars to a lady.
I have Mars bars.
Oh, no. British Mars bars are different. I know this because somebody sent me one from your country, from Texas, and it tastes nothing like ours. Ours is better.
It may also be the fact that we sent a candy bar overseas.
I did send one back, and it was confirmed ours is better. It's just creamier. It's not as bitter. It's not as bitter, There's something
Yes,
bitter
fair
about.
enough.
No offense to your chocolate, but there's something bitter about it for the most part in a number of the brands, and I don't agree with it. But the alcohol thing to me is a big deal because you guys have some really nice boozes I want. We can't get them here. I can't get them. That actually annoys me. But there are other things and things we can't do. We have to pay taxes on. If we could
Oh,
remove
customs is just a nightmare.
tariffs, if we can get rid of that, that'd be a huge step in the right direction, really.
Oh, honestly, like so much back and forth would happen. It would be beautiful.
I do think that because obviously trading with the
T
EU
minus
won't.
4 minutes.
I'm 3 minutes 23 on my screen, but yes,
Oh.
yes, we're a little bit. There's a little delay. Remember?
Oh, yes, you're right. I'm bad.
Don't worry. I'll give you the 10-second countdown when it happens.
Oh,
So,
great.
and of course, then you'll. I wish I had the. Remember the person screaming no when Trump got inaugurated. I wish I had that video prep, but I don't, sadly. But there is
Oh, I
um,
have something else that I could press to make happiness.
You do that, but
All right.
when I tell you to, so with that, I think we're not going to be doing anything with the EU until March. That means we have time to start with you. And we do need some of your moonshine. We got some, but it's
Ooh,
not.
moonshine's so good.
We've got some. I have some, but
That
it's
should
not.
knock you out.
I have some moonshine, but not much.
It's true American moonshine.
I have some
Right
of that.
there.
I've got it off Amazon, but who is it? Who was it from? Old Smoky. That's what I've got.
Yeah, Old Smoky's pretty much your what's it called?
Basic bitch.
Mass produced moonshine.
Yeah, I know.
Moonshine.
I kind of want moonshine, but it's the best we can do. And Okie Native, is it time to loot and riot the UK yet? You won't be able to, because the UK is going to shortly, in 2 minutes 6 seconds, turn into Chernobyl. and I'm being optimistic. It's the end
Sell
of the world.
your big titty blonde bitches.
Lol. Yes.
Yes. They come with every AR-15 you purchase.
Ooh.
And also a burger.
Is AR-15 a tax form?
No. It's a W-2.
Actually, that's a point. I actually need to talk to you because I got an email from Subscribestar. Every year we have to do our payouts. It means you have to receive your payout from last year. And I replied, I do that, but I can't fill in your fucking form. And so they said, well, we'll send you the instructions. And I looked at them and said, what instructions? All you've done is link me to the IRS, and all I see on that page is... It made no sense.
Indeed.
So could you please help me fill it in?
I can try.
Thank you. And
I'm an artist.
Kato Fiat. I'm an artist, and I love... I don't know how to pronounce that word. Is it Derwent
Derwent.
colour pencils?
Yeah, sure.
Also smooth and creamy like your chocolate. I didn't know that was a thing. I actually have various colour pencils. I didn't know they were a brand, but I will definitely, if someone can remind me, I'll look them up. Thank you very much for the information.
Apparently we're actually at 30 seconds. All right.
44, yeah, the timer's off by a little, but it's okay. We'll do it on we'll do it on our time scale here. We are 10 seconds, okay. I'll listen to Irate Alex on this. Let's see. It's actually 11. 3, 2, 1, press it.
Nut.
What the fuck was that?
It's a nut button.
Oh my god. Happy Treason Day, everyone.
Yay, happy Treason Day.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
The British did the America, everyone.
This is probably the most anticlimactic, by the way, you get from any other stream. There we go.
Oh
Brexit.
man, I wanted like Rule Britannia to play. Just a
Hang on,
bunch
give
of
me a second. Give me a second. I'll see if I can go get it. Give me a second. Hang on, I'll go and get it. Don't you worry. I got
Oh
you.
fuck yeah.
I got you.
Woo.
I'm, just
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this skippable ad to leave. Okay, everyone.
Oh.
And then I'll put it on the screen. Okay. All right. I'll unmute.
Woo! Yay! Everyone wins.
There you go. It's playing now for everyone to hear.
Hell yeah!
You're welcome. We are free. Oh.
So, Omegon, you have just been freed from the EU. What were you going to do next?
I'm going to probably sleep a bit better tonight.
Hell
is it
yeah!
by the
Better.
I've got the music playing in the background. It's probably quite loud for everyone. Okie Native, is it time to annex you as a US-held territory now? Yes. Oh. Should
Yeah. Okay.
I
I checked the stream and it's playing very nicely actually.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll leave
Yeah.
it on then. Fuck it. You want? Oh, Jesus, it's loud. Oh my god. It's so loud in my headphones.
Yes. But we are also loud, so.
I might just turn it down a bit. There you go. It's on in the
That's
background.
fine.
There you go.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, fucking hell. It's only like 5 minutes long, guys. It's alright. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jesus. Okay, so we have left. Well done,
Yes.
everyone.
So tell me, the lead up to this.
Oh my god, hang on, no. Pre-dirt Skog. I know where he lives. Fireworks in a Labour stronghold. Oh no.
Oh no, they're all gonna think it's fucking Armageddon.
Oh,
We got fireworks going off here. Oh yay! I'm so happy for you guys. Like I'm actually like a child like watches their son like grow up.
So-
Except you guys were originally our dad, and then we were like, no.
This is a huge deal. I'm not going to get like emotional or anything, but this was the very first vote I ever cast. Genuinely. And it was the last vote my mother ever cast. It's a huge deal for me. I really wanted those votes to be respected, and they've finally been respected.
It took you guys like 3 or 4 years to get your votes actually counted. So this is
it's 3.5 years essentially. But since it was 2016 when it happened, 2020 when we left, let's just say 4 and be done with it. There are no fireworks here, and this is a very heavy Leave area. It's a conservative strong seat as well.
There's a lot of old people too.
Shh. There's a
Just,
lot.
you know,
If you had a firework
Yes.
here, I think there'd be a lot of death.
yeah, heart attacks.
I'm playing Velcro again.
But no, I'm actually like I'm very happy for you guys.
It's big news. It's big news. I'm very happy it's happened. We are finally free. It has happened. I would, by the way, put the BBC on and have that on for us to watch, but honestly, I can't risk it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is I'm actually kind of like speechless because
Yeah.
I started doing the YouTube thing well into your guys' fight with Brexit.
Yeah, I started in 2015, just after the general election, when Cameron promised this vote. I started then.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly.
Does Alex wanna come in and like say a few words?
Yeah, Alex, if you're free, just jump on my Discord server, and I will
We'll drag you in.
Yeah, I'll give you permissions, man. I'd have to give you permissions to join. Well, Trups could if he sees you. I don't know what his name is. What's his name on my server anyway? It's Irate Alex. It's fine. I can give him.
Yeah, it's Alex.
It's fine. I can give him permission if he wants to. Anyway.
Yeah, if you got the chance.
I'll just go here. You connect, speak, use voice activity. There you go. He has permissions. If he wants to join us for a few minutes, by all means do so. Rejoice! The United Kingdom is free.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is like the actual revolution for y'all. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's actually it's a long time.
Now, has the world ended?
He's AFK. That's unfortunate, Alex. It sucks that our country has now come to an end. Press F in the chat for the United Kingdom. Merry Brexmas to everyone, of course. Brexmas, yes. He's gonna try. I fucking knew he would as well. I fucking knew it. But we are going. This is a huge. The big deal now is we now have 11 months. 11 to get this done, with or without a deal. I mean, the EU are saying it's too tight, and that now and they have had to put on a display of unity a few hours ago, where the 3 leaders of the 3 main institutions did a speech together, talking about the consequences of Brexit for the UK, and basically being twats. And I don't care if they want to be a twat or not. Go ahead. But I think it should be a big X if you think we're not going to make a success of it.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, you guys, like all of the scaremongering that was surrounded, the idea of Brexit, like, oh, your food is just gonna be gone, your medicines are gonna be like, what? Who the fuck thought that this was gonna happen? What human being in a first world country was like, yeah, Britain's just gonna die?
I just want to do this one well done to Rule Britannia, you sounded magical. Song's finished, thankfully. Oh, if I get a copyright claim on that, that'd be hilarious.
Who owns that copyright?
No one. No one
There you
owns
go.
the copyright to that.
That's why I said play Rule Britannia, because I knew no one owned that
I
copyright.
mean, WWE could try for the British Bulldog, but I'll be honest, no, you can't.
The only person who could ever actually claim a copyright for a song like that is the performers who performed that version.
Yeah, no, they're not going to do that. It's...
Which is why it's also very handy if you choose like your military band,
Yeah.
because then they won't do it.
Mm-hmm. I want to check permissions again to see if he's...
Oh, there he is.
Oh, has he joined us?
Yeah.
Hey!
That's it, boys. The fucking medicine's gone. The BLTs are gone. The cum's all gone. I don't know why they mentioned cum, for fuck's sake, but it's all gone. It's all gone. We're fucked. The islands are sinking. The pound is fucking worthless. It's worth less than the dollar at this fucking point. We're going to hell.
I actually bought a commemorative 50p piece. I'm slightly
And it's
worried.
worth fuck all, Omega.
Oh, how are we gonna live, man? I mean, we have to exist on Ginger in the chat, chlorinated chicken, because that's gonna.
Oh
cost.
yes, it's all the chlorinated chickens.
They're gonna sell us chlorinated chicken. That's all we've got to eat from now on.
We sell chlorinated salads. Oh, it's so pathetic.
I'm so fucking happy. I really am.
I will say, you were probably the biggest pessimist of them all, because you did at once say, because it was looking like it, that we weren't going to leave, and we both agreed. We both agreed on this. I didn't think we would either.
Yeah,
That was like a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. Don't forget, boys. When I was still doing political content and stuff like that, the Brexit. That's all. I used to sit every day. I used to sit down, do breakfast in bed. I spent an hour and a half screaming about a fucking Brexit every fucking day.
Oh, I know. I would get up, then occasionally jump into your chat when I was getting ready for work.
Yeah, like I was so prolific. People started calling it Brexit with Bear.
It was an appropriate name for a show, to be fair.
Yeah.
How are you guys? How are you going to celebrate, Alex?
Well, I'm already naked.
Well, that's a great start. Meg, how you doing on that?
I'm fully clothed, man.
You got some time to catch up.
I'm just, you know, it's a bit cold, man.
Like Boris Johnson is 100. I said this before the stream started. He's 100% sat in front of all of his MPs right now, who are fully dressed, by the way, and he's sat there naked. And I dread to think what Boris Johnson looks like naked. But he's got his scar in his mouth, and they're just like, what the fuck, you know? And he's like, ha ha! You know, he's a happy chappy. That's what I'd do anyway.
I'd like to believe that he's taken his scruffy hair and for once he's brushed it into two beautiful pigtails.
Oh no.
Naked
Like,
at his desk.
Boris just strikes me as just a British Trump, so that I have to think of what Trump would look like that, and oh no, what have you done
Naked
to
at
me?
his desk with a cigar in his mouth and a dead fox.
No, see, then that he would get impeached for that.
If someone wants to draw that, Littlese, by all means, draw a naked Boris Johnson at his desk with MPs looking at him, smoking a cigar in one hand, holding a dead fox in the other. No, an empty medicine box in the other hand.
And a swan in the background.
Oh, a swan assassin, yes.
Yes. Oh man, no. This is insane, and oh god, I don't know. I'm
super gonorrhea was one of the things, wasn't it? The threat.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, we were threatened with. We're gonna run out of medicine.
You were threatened with bio warfare?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's it now! We've all got the super gonorrhea and super AIDS!
Fam, if I can survive quick save food, I can survive anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I survived.
Well, don't worry.
Like 20
that
years.
Chlorinated chicken will keep the gonorrhea away.
Hey.
It will, yeah. I
will
was saying
clean out all the insides.
But
earlier.
what about the Ebola and the what's it called, the Kung Flu?
Corona.
The Corona. Yeah.
Kung Flu.
Yeah.
I hear the Kung Flu actually is.
You just have a lemsip.
That's a good point. I got some in my drawer. Thank you, Kel, for the £2 donation. Happy Brexit Day, lads. Happy Brexmas to you.
Yes.
Or sorry, D-Day.
Yes. Everyone's dead. Alex and Meg are actually just speaking to me from the beyond. I'm actually running this channel now. I don't know what to do.
There was a better meme for that fucking Kung Flu, and it's on my server, but all I see are dildos at the moment. What the fuck is this? There are so many dildos in shitposting. And dildo,
Oh,
dildo
oh my
guns.
fucking god!
Oh my life! What are you doing? There was a great
Who's
meme for it.
why is it? Who the fuck is? Wait, hold on. I need to.
Oh.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my life! I wanted to read the meme, and I'm looking, and I'm still seeing dildos. What the fuck is all this? You're ruining my. Oh, you know the joke's dead. Carry on, lads.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
my
man,
life.
that's great.
Oh.
No, but now, and this is actually something that oh god, I think it was Dankula made a video on that the UK will not be adopting Article 13 as well.
Well, it's now.
I know.
It's now called
When I
Article
saw that,
17.
yeah, it was changed. It was changed not long after the
Yeah.
voted on it. But
But still, if you say
when I
when
saw
people,
that, I
Go on.
jizzed a bit.
yeah, it was a good thing. I had a few people tell me that I named it wrong. It should be Article 17, and it is. However, if I call my video Article 17, people are going to be like, "What the fuck is Article 17?" If I say Article 13, views.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to give it the name everyone knows because it's dog shit. Okay, I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
Skog, Judge Smog just put up a very interesting picture in shit posting of a crusader with tits and a kilt, holding the British flag, and I don't even know what kind of beer they're holding, but it's
okay.
it's something.
I will.
It's
Speaking
something.
of Scots, the
I
Scots
will-
are so fucking mad right now.
I will put that picture
Why are the Scots mad?
on the stream.
You know
screen
why
in
the
a
Scots are mad.
moment.
Are Scots are Scots hoes and therefore hoes mad?
There you go. There's the
Yeah.
picture on the stream, everyone. Well done, Skog. You provided. I will, of course, put it on the stream for everyone to see. I do my bit. I do the Lord's work here. That is
Yes, yeah.
beautiful. Hang on, wait. 69 likes. Win.
Yes, very very nice.
Yay, Lamal.
Coronavirus is finally putting Wirral on the map.
It's actually 70.
So how do the Irish feel about this?
We don't know.
Really?
Well, the Irish don't typically voice a lot. Like
There is an Irish on
We
my
don't-
server, and all I hear.
There
from
is
her-
an Irish.
Yeah, all I hear is
Can't-
I hear very high pitched sounds come from her, and that's about it.
they're hard to understand. Like the Scots are hard to understand, but we know what the Scots are going on about, because they're.
Oh,
They've
actually,
got, like,
the
subtitles.
Scots, and I've got an article for it, are actually doing vigils and celebrations, but not marking Brexit Day. It actually centres around the hashtag, was it Keep a Light On for Scotland, where they are holding up signs saying never going to give EU up. And yes, there's a Rick Astley picture associated with it. They are
no.
outside Holyrood, marking Brexit Day and doing Leave a Light on gatherings and inviting people to join them to mark this sad occasion.
Can we
Yeah.
invade them?
Yes, we fucking well can.
Yes, you did.
Well, we already have military bases there. I swear, where we keep our nukes, we just self-detonate.
I mean, as an American, I feel that when it comes to military bases, I feel that we're everywhere.
I will
The
throw
United Empire of Earth.
United Empire.
And we're taking space.
Oh, jeez, yeah, the Space Force. Actually, I'd be half tempted to now just reappropriate Glory Hammer's Hoots Force song and just change it to Space Force. I think we
You know what's actually funny? Somebody was bitching that the Space Force uniforms were digital camo, like woodland camo, and they were like, "That doesn't make sense. You're gonna be in space." I'm like, "Yeah, what? You want to fucking wear space camo while they're in space suits?"
They don't look like fucking Iggy Dust.
Well, it's just going to be a big black thing floating through the sky, and what? Other people are going to be, what? Shooting at them mid-fucking air in space? Like, what?
Maybe they all thought they'd look like Space Marines. That's what they probably thought. They're
You
like,
know, I'm not offended by that thought. Like, we could do that.
I'm not either. I think it's a fantastic idea. And the more people do
ODST
it,
that shit.
yeah. Wait, who's messaged me? Is it the Irish one? It is.
Is
What
it
are
the
you saying-
Irish
What
one?
are you saying about me on stream? Yep.
They heard you
You know,
over the fireworks.
I heard that in your voice.
My Scottish DNA is embarrassed for them.
I'm very sorry, Lulu Bell. Your DNA is feeling shame, but it's okay. because no one gives a fuck. The thing about the article, and it does point out some rather interesting little bits, it's that constant view that Scotland should have a right to choose. The thing is, they did. They chose to partake in a unionist exercise to decide whether the entire United Kingdom will leave or not. While that particular aspect of the United Kingdom voted mostly to remain, the rest of them went, fuck you.
We had a similar issue. So right before Hurricane Maria hit the United States, Puerto Rico had done a vote to decide whether or not they wanted to declare independence on the United States, because they are a Commonwealth, or become a state.
Mm-hmm.
Overwhelmingly, they voted to become a state, but they never basically formalized that vote in a actual law.
Mm-hmm.
So when Hurricane Maria hit, all the people who had voted against the becoming of a state and declaring independence was like, America, help us. And we're like, go fuck yourself, you. You didn't want to be a part of us. Figure it out yourself.
I just want to say, the unidentified alien is the Irish person on my server. Thank you for your donation. It's nice to receive such a lovely gift.
Thank you, unidentified alien.
Yeah, thanks, Kelsey.
In America, you would be deported, but you know.
You would. Some history teacher is going to show this to their class in 200 years. It would be the most. I'm sure there are better streams.
I hope they wouldn't show us in 200 years.
Yeah, I'll be honest. In 200 years, if that's what they want to show, then they clearly haven't heard of Dankula. His shit's far funnier when it comes to how D-Day is going to affect us. And to be honest, this country, if based on D-Day predictions are going to be anything to go by, based on the Ramona's scaremongering, it won't exist anyway. It'll be a colony for maybe a prison island. Maybe we'll call
Australia?
No, we'll just call it Azkaban. It'll be easier.
Well, it's a good thing. Australia still is, I believe, on fire.
It's okay. What we're doing a grand purge, and then we'll just build a new Australia on top.
Fantastic. Great idea. We'll call it New Zealand.
We have new criminals to send.
Yes. I hear they're all running to France, though.
The Salt on Channel 4. Yeah, I kind of heard. I saw some Salt this morning when I was on the train. I was watching GMB. I was watching Salt everywhere on Twitter. Actually, Sargon did a video on it. It pissed me off. He got to it first. I was like, "Oh, you're a dick." With a journalist, with one of those. What's his name? He's such an idiot. Going nuts about it. He was. What's his name? Terry Christian. I watched the video of that on YouTube. He's supposedly a comedian, and he just had a meltdown, and then you could tell he just started trolling because he was having a meltdown about how Brexit had turned out for him. But it was all the scaremongering. It was the same stuff we'd had to endure in 2016, and people say, "Oh yeah, but the Leave side did the same thing." I don't care. They weren't trying to scare people by saying anything. They were just saying, this is what's going to happen. Oh, we could invest this. But I should point out, the main campaign didn't endorse certain aspects that were put forward. I do agree more money should be taken and invested into the NHS. Of course I do. But that wasn't actually part of the Leave campaign. Yeah. But it was there, so it's their fault. But the other aspect, the medicine running out, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. I'm sorry, no.
There's no way. And also, the U.S. wouldn't let that happen either.
No, because one of their companies operates in this country. Pfizer, I believe. Because we have them in Sandwich, the town next from me.
Ah, yes. The Duke of Sandwich. I've heard this story before, told on a children's cartoon.
Yes, well, Pfizer operate there, and they're part of you guys. So that's not going to happen. And they make Viagra. I think it's the most appropriate.
Very important company.
It's the most appropriate thing to make, right next door to a town of old people.
That's just you know how you get occasional like marketing placements in movies and shit. Mm-hmm. This is marketing placement in real life.
Yeah, it's glorious.
As is your independence. So does it feel weird to like declare independence after the country that you tried to deny independence from is like rooting for you?
If my nieces weren't asleep, I'd be shouting freedom. But it sounds like I'd wake them up. I can't do that.
It's like 11:30 for you guys, aren't it?
It's about 20 past. Yeah, I'm just going to sip from my rum here. My very British rum. Bought from Aldi.
By the fucking Germans.
It's so British.
Fucking Aldi. Fuck's sake.
It's a new building. They actually built the whole thing from scratch, the whole build. They knocked down the old co-op and put that there. And I'll tell you what, I actually really like it.
Are you drinking anything this evening, Alex?
Yeah, a sunny delight.
Hey,
Very good, very good.
orange is good.
Yeah.
Very British as well.
Yes, I was gonna say, damn.
You know damn well
I
if it was British, it'd be a pulp-filled drink.
Oh yeah, well, I like pulp.
Pulp's alright, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the orange with the bits in it.
Yeah, I do too, but a lot of people complain about it. I think it's silly. I think
Oh, I don't like it. Shut up.
I want that one.
Drink it, you puff.
Stick to your Stella Artois cider.
Fucking. I like Stella though. Stella's good.
No, the cider one. The running joke was Stella would make you beat your wife, and the cider would make you beat your husband. And the Stella cider would make you beat your husband.
Ah, I see. See, that's just Bud Light for everybody here.
Basically, yeah. Actually, I would say
Beat your kids.
Stella was probably one of the first beers I ever had. Another very British drink, I might add. Sake. I should have had Holston Pills. Is that...
Yeah.
I can't remember what my. In fact, no, it was a Stella. Yeah, it was a Stella.
I'm curious to see what the BBC has to say right now. I'm checking BBC Home.
I had the Stella as a part of a shandy. The first proper beer I had was also a very British beer called Budweiser.
Oh yes, very very British.
I had the full can, man. I was happy. I was 15. I was so happy. My stepdad did that. I was yeah. Stella's the best. Don't slag off Stella. Stella's a slag. Just saying.
Okay, so
all women named Stella, 100% cougar, drinks gin. Funny enough, shags all the 20-year-olds.
Okay, so I just saw a very interesting difference. So I went on the BBC to see what they were talking about Brexit, and they have this thing that says UK no longer a member of the EU, and at 1821 they posted a thing where it says the moment Britain left the European Union in Parliament Square, and it's basically a fucking New Year's celebration, and you have people all around waving the fucking British flag, and there's a countdown, and then there was a giant bong sound. Everyone's cheering and making noisemakers, and then there's another one.
I think I can actually. Oh, is it over? Let's go back. Let's go here. I'm gonna go to a video. It's on Rupsley. It's RT. So it has their stupid watermark on it. Oh, can I put that on there?
Sure, it's just the Russians.
And I use Washington Post.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, but it does mean I can go back 20 minutes. Oh, here we go. It's playing God Save the Queen as well. I'll put that on the screen instead. Where is it? Scroll up. I had all these images planned for this tonight, and instead I've I've instead just doing this because I had Barney on his little naughty step. This is what it was in London when it all happened. That's fantastic. I think. Oh, is that Farage there at the front? That is, I think. I know Jacob Rees-Mogg is meant to be there as well, if I remember correctly. Him and
Farage is pissed as a fart right now.
Oh,
he's got a pint of Bombardiers in his fucking hand, and he's going, "Let's go fucking mental! Let's go fucking mental! La 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 la! Hey la la la! Hey!"
Kato, yes,
Farage has gone insane at this point.
Oh, let's sing God Save the Queen. That's good. And Kato, Budweiser is Czech, I'm told. It sounds very British to me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But what's really funny is on that BBC article, the direct underneath that is even the moment Brexit happened told us here in Brussels, outside the European Parliament, this is a rendition of Old Lang Syne from those who regret Brexit and a boisterous countdown by those who don't.
So
all at the same time.
In the EU Parliament, they sang Old Lang Syne when the deal was signed in the Parliament.
Why?
And, because they'd signed it, it was over. I don't know why, but they were so many of them holding hands and crying together, and I was watching this live I'm sat at my desk, and I've got it on, and then I hear it signed. I was working on a video, and then I hear Old Lang. I turn to the screen, Old Lang Syne, and I think I had a niece in the room, and I literally shoved myself back from my desk and went, I can't, I'm gonna cringe, I might throw up. Back in a minute. Tell me when it's over. So, Uncle, it's over, is it? No, it's fucking not!
It's just so fucking. It's just bullshit. I'm just like, oh, grow up, you fucking children.
I'm glad it's done.
You fought for it, like, and against it for so long. Just.
So, first of all, now that we've left, right? The Brexit party in EU Parliament is dead, right?
Yeah.
They have finally fulfilled their promise. And Nigel Farage, a year or two ago, said 19 years ago when I first came in here, I said I wanted to lead a movement that would get us to leave. And you laughed at me. Not one of you is laughing now.
Well, that's not the greatest professional go fuck yourself I've ever heard.
I'll be honest, his go fuck yourself came when he gave his final speech and then decided to break the rules by getting his entire party to wave Union Jack flags in the EU Parliament. And then he got cut off. He got cut off and then decided, well, I've done my part. He then stands up with his party and they all just fuck off anyway, waving their flags. All right, there you go. There's his
I will
resignation.
miss the trolling videos.
I will too.
But now we can actually like get on to like the important part.
Yeah, the negotiate the trade stuff is going to be so exciting. Get that done. It's a huge deal for us, and we need it. We need to. Prove
well, now
the
it's gonna be even more interesting. Because I remember, oh god, it must have been like 8 months ago. You guys were having fishing issues with France, and you guys like played chicken in the water with a French boat.
Oh yeah. There was one British fishing vessel.
Yep.
Versus like 36 of them.
Yeah, like 3 small, and they just rammed them, and like they hurt themselves more than the British one did. And
they were like, "Come on, then, you French pussies."
They don't want to do
okay.
that. Well, we don't have the boats now. I tend to take the view that if they try that shit now, they're going to lose. I think. If
that one's going to be interesting because now you guys have to renegotiate with the EU. Like, okay, does France actually get your waters? No,
you
get out.
No. We want to replenish our stocks and rebuild our ecology. That's not something you're going to let us do. And your rules on sizing and throwing back dead fish, what is wrong with you? I agree with the sizing, but throwing back the dead fish that are accidentally caught, no. Sell them because seriously, fish fingers are great.
I love fish fingers.
I do too. A fish finger sandwich.
Yes, the great scallop war. Yes,
delicious.
With the trade deal, one of the major points people were like against leaving was because of the convenience of being a part of the dying institution.
Mm-hmm.
It was everything else was managed by somebody else. We didn't have to really act or think too much about it. If we disagreed, we voted on it, lost, then we just carried on anyways if nothing happened. Right? That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're in charge. That's something Terry Christensen, when he was arguing, he was arguing against it, saying that, but that doesn't mean we're in charge of anything. Or what does that mean? What are we going to do? Well, we make the rules now. We now get to negotiate. We now get to be in complete control and prove that much like, maybe not much like before, but we can prove that we are, for a good reason, the 5th largest economy. We are the best, one of the best, and we should be treated as such. We shouldn't be playing second fiddle.
We're only little.
Sorry.
Well, like the thing is, what'd you say, Alex?
I said we're only little.
You're right, but we're still. I think we've done very well considering our own disadvantage.
That's what I mean.
I mean, if we
that's the point that I'm trying to make. We're only little.
Yeah, that's
and yet we're the 5th largest economy in the world.
It's a great point actually. Then I just don't. I don't think those that people who are against the idea of us being in control of all of that. I think a lot of it comes from them not trusting the party in charge. So that's where we have to hold them to account. We have to hammer them to be honest, hold them to the mark. We have to do that. And that's fine because it's the Conservatives. And they're used to getting pummeled because they're really fucking shit.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be great to see if they can actually earn the trust of the people by delivering on what they now want. and get us the trade deals we need, and more if we can, because seriously, we can up productivity. We don't need breaks
Well,
and
you
holidays.
know that Donald Trump is probably going to be chomping at the bit to now negotiate with Boris.
He secures that trade deal. That's going to do him some good.
Oh, it's going to make everybody happy because, I mean, we just signed the MCA, which is the Mexico-Canada agreement.
Yep.
So we just signed a major trade agreement with our direct neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can do it with our closest ally across the pond. And man, at that point, who could actually say that what Trump is doing is I mean, he's boorish. He's boorish. He's a dick, but he's an effective dick.
If you get my view is, I don't care if you're a
Taft
dick
was
or
an
not.
effective dick too.
That's true. I don't care if you're a dick. I really don't care if you're a massive cunt. If you get results, that means more to me. I genuinely
Kind of need to be a world leader, don't you?
Well, especially right now.
Like be a gigantic fuck off.
Okay,
cunt.
hang on. How did the tariff thing with China go? Because didn't that end recently?
So it's very interesting. We actually negotiated a deal where we, in fact, have now signed a deal where we sell rice to China.
A very American produce. You're quite right.
Oh, that used to be a fucking thing that you said you could never sell rice to China. It used to be like a turn of phrase for like a bad business deal.
It's like selling. I now want to see if he can sell ice to.
The Eskimos.
Is that the political
Eskimos?
Yeah.
Sell snow to the Eskimos or along those lines.
It's either that or Inuit. I don't remember which one it is, but sure.
But I mean, that deal actually worked out quite well, and I think we've mitigated a little bit of tension there.
That's fantastic. I think,
which is good because they're all dying.
Boris has put a team together to trade with you guys, and they believe, everyone involved believes, the deal can be done by the end of the year. By the way, the lighting on Downing Street looks fantastic. They should just leave it there now. Because who doesn't want to be up all night with strobe lighting on their house? I just think it's great. If we fail, at least we tried. And that's another thing. I want to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the opportunity that the British people have now to restore what it is that they believe being British means, instead of being subservient to an overarching conglomerate of countries that are now no longer enforcing their opinions on you.
We're just a you, cunts. I'm going to bounce out, chaps.
Yeah.
I did want to answer Prospero's question.
Ask it.
Because she asked whether Owen Jones had exploded yet.
Has he?
He's been retweeting a lot of gotchas for the last, I don't know, probably hour or so. He's just tweeted saying, "For that one, no excuses. We blame the government and the people running this country for our problems." What, we didn't already?
Yeah, that seems a bit. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Okay.
Indeed.
You don't suppose to
I'm happy he's upset. That just makes me happy by virtue of
hello,
that.
tailed feature. Hope you're well, mate. It's like a very odd deflection, perhaps, because he wants to take attention away from the fact he has been one of the biggest and most vocal and well-known Ramonas for the last 4 years.
Yeah. He's a minge.
I'm still playing with Velcro. I really should stop.
The last thing I wanted to quickly say, subscribe to Keemstar.
Of course.
And Megan, the thing that you wanted me to do,
yes.
Please make sure that you send it to me tomorrow because I'm doing overtime on Monday.
I'll be writing it.
Extremely limited on time.
I'll write it tomorrow.
So, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and have a good stream, chaps.
Thank you very much for being here.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Merry Brexmas.
Merry Brexmas. Freedom.
Yeah. Freedom! The Scots are pissed off. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, I haven't been in a stream with Alex in a while. I forgot that he was absolutely hilarious.
It's been a while, actually, yeah.
Oh man.
If you haven't already, actually, you should all consider going and subscribing to Irate Alex. I will link his channel in the chat. He's doing really well over there right now. So definitely go hit him up.
And he makes a good variety of content. It's very enjoyable. That's very
Yeah,
entertaining.
he's consistent, and I think
Yeah,
that's key.
I very much
So,
enjoy his content, so I'm happy that he's still doing things and seems to be
yeah,
happy what he's
well,
doing. So
he's sat on 12K, so you can't really complain. He's doing good.
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a fair point. Tel Teacher is he's a Remain voter, as everyone knows. I'm just kidding. But he's not. He's not one of those people either. You should all sub to him too, because seriously.
See, no, I lost my thought. I'm sorry.
Lol. I will add him as a
Um,
moderator though, because I like Tel Teacher.
he's good. He's made some good music in the past.
So, how long do you think until the United Kingdom sinks into the ocean and dies?
Well, I'm not sure, but one of the recommendations I'm going to give you is pay close attention on
Oh, fucking
Tuesday.
no. Farage put on a fucking cowboy hat. Oh,
Wait,
my
what?
God.
Where?
It's a Union Jack covered one, too.
Yeah!
Oh, it doesn't even fit him. His head's too fucking big. Oh,
Oh, fuck
ye
yeah.
fucking haw.
Um, Yeehaw, Britain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, Jesus Christ, I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm so glad I was watching that.
Oh, that's amazing. One of the things I want you guys to pay attention to is on Tuesday, American time, the president is going to be giving the State of the Union. I'd be very interested to see what happens now.
Well, that speech is getting changed. You know that, right?
Ooh, immediately. Or it's already been rewritten 3 times for each individual outcome.
Actually, I was partly surprised that the House hadn't tried to push for the impeachment vote to try and get him out before the speech.
Well, okay, so that's one of the talking points that they've been having for the impeachment, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it's going to be very interesting, especially with this now, where Trump may announce his intentions for trade with Britain.
Yeah, that's going to be a big deal. I mean, I'll be honest, right? So that first speech, do you remember the first one where it was when we covered it and we both said it was the most childish display and he looked absolutely fantastic, right? We didn't talk
Which
about
one was this?
the first one he did.
Oh yes, the one that I made the intro to. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking Stone Cold thing. Yeah. But then the second one, obviously, there was a few issues with the money issue, and there were issues, so we didn't really cover it as much. This one, though, I'd like to cover it. I think we could. I think we should, because I want to see if they're anywhere near as childish as they were the first time, and going down the middle when he talks about trading with the UK and not interested, because there's no way, no one in that room is not interested in trading with us.
Oh yeah, well of
So
course.
if you try now to not support the idea of trading with us, how do you really believe people are going to look at that and be like, standing up for our liberty by fighting the man?
Yeah, fighting the man who's literally trying to bridge the gap between somebody who just gained their independence. That's a very American thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Because just think about what that optic looks like. America, the self-proclaimed democratic enforcer of the world, a new country or a country gains its independence, and we're like, nah.
Only took 40.
We didn't have anything to do with it. They don't have oil. We're not interested.
Hey, we still have like some stuff. Oh wait, I might have buffering on my stream apparently. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we can probably take down the video now because it's just a bunch of people walking around.
That's a point. Let's go here then to Barnier, and we'll just do that. Brexit. Oh, a Brexidus. Yeah. Oh, a bit more Brexit. Oh, a bit more Brexit. Oh, I like that one actually because that's got a really nice little hug. Oh, the star. Oh no, that can go. How about bollocks to Brexit? Oh, that's good. And then of course the Scottish celebration. Yeah. And then Farage with his flag. Oh, look at it. Oh, and leave. Yeah. Let's just get rid of some of these images now because they're just cluttering up the screen. I do apologize, people. I couldn't resist.
This is what he was. This is what he was doing before I jumped in the
I
channel.
was
By the way,
literally setting these images up. I promise you that. I
he
was
was
so...
just talking to himself and like humming along to a song he was listening to. I'm like, "Hi, Meg," and he's like, "Oh shit, someone's here." And all he was doing was staring at these pictures.
I really was. The Farage one was the one that got me laughing quite a bit before you joined. I'll actually put it back on the screen if I can find it. Which one is it? Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, well then we'll go with this one. Hang on, where's that one there? You go away. Where's that one? Which one is it? Oh god. Hang on, Brexit. There it is. Go away. Nice and tidy. Yeah, that was actually in the Parliament, and someone just took a photo of it. I was like, yeah, I like that. Actually, it's quite funny.
All right. Well, it is late for all you guys. Now I know everyone's going to be up celebrating their newly independence now. But as far as the stream goes, I think we're done, right?
Yeah, we got 100 likes. I requested that. We got it. I heard about the SMP's tail feature. I'm going to talk about that on Monday because it's absolutely fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to shill, by the way, Trups?
I put up a food for thought in the wake of Kobe Bryant's tragic death earlier this week, yesterday. It's like a 6-minute video. If you guys want to just like pop over and watch that, it's over on my channel.
I will link it in the chat for everyone who's interested, because seriously, there you go.
And I may be releasing a video on Monday on something that Jerry Nadler had said during the 10th day of impeachment, so yesterday, that kind of grinded my gears. So that's going to be probably up on Monday. Half the script's already written. So.
Oh, fantastic. For those who are interested, I shall mostly be working out, walking. I'll sort out. I know this week I was a bit inconsistent on uploads on the main channel. On Wednesday, after the 10-day overtime, I finally had a chance to rest, and I burnt out, so there was no video properly. And today I was away, so I wasn't able to make videos at all. But there will be regular content resuming. I'll have scripts done, and there's one coming soon with a skit planned for the main channel with the Jedi.
Very good, very good.
So yes, there's stuff coming. I just need to work on it tomorrow after I've worked out.
Oh, sounds like a good fun time.
Indeed.
So that's gonna be it. So thank you all for joining us, and say goodnight, Omegon.
Freedom.
Freedom.